Joshua Pfeiffer, and I'm a senior quality assurance tester here at Self-Aware Games. Okay, so maybe the first time I played Final Fantasy VII on PlayStation, it was the first game to give me an emotional reaction to a game, and that was like the moment I realized that games can be so much more than just a pastime to play. You know, they can be right up there with movies as far as the emotional impact and the story and stuff. Back in 1997, I started working at an AOL subsidiary, and they were doing like basically really early online JavaScript kind of games. And from there I went to Sega just based on having that experience. And then I've had a career over the last 15 years, about 8 different studios. You know, I really like the people that I work with. Like, there are other people that are hardcore gamers, or they could be casual gamers, but they're all kind of social and relaxed, and you know, they all have kind of a nerdy element to them, so you all have something in common you can all talk about. It's pretty cool. What I really liked about QA, like especially when I first started, is the sensation of finding something and figuring out what caused it before anyone else could do it, and being able to track it down and then show the engineer. And it's just this kind of feeling that you can't explain. You just kind of have to have done it. But once you've you know, tracked down something that the whole department is like scratching their head over and trying to figure out, and then you're like, hey, I got it. You know, that's the greatest sensation. Like, it's a really cool feeling. I think next year they're gonna refine free-to-play and in-app purchases to a point where it's no longer annoying, and it's something that you can do if you choose, but you're not forced to do it. Because I think right now that's really hampering a lot of game design. I've seen a few new games come out recently for mobile that definitely have that aspect. Like, I'll play it and I'll be like, okay, there's in-app purchases in this, but I don't feel forced to do it. You know, and I think that's going to be a new thing. I think people are going to start picking up on that, because we're past the point where console games are like the future. Like, console games are going to be console games forever, and PC games, but mobile games are only going to get more and more complex as we go from here. So. In 20 years, I think people are still going to be talking about trying to do virtual reality using the Oculus Rift and stuff like that as an example. They'll probably remember the Oculus Rift as that funny thing from 20 years ago that we all thought was going to be the next huge thing. But I mean, I'm not super big on virtual reality, because I've seen it come and go for the last 15 years or so. They've never been able to nail it yet, but we'll see.